What's up, guys? BrownieBits here, and we are back in BrownieLand for our 100th episode on the series. I am hoping you guys are really excited for this because I am extremely excited. Now, I had recorded this episode already, and basically what I was going to do was to do some small little projects to kind of complete everything. So as you can see, we've got, like our castle walls done, and there's some other stuff that we have done. But then I got this comment right here. Oh, nope, not this comment. Hang on. This comment right here. And it was from Weeb Hunter. And this kind of made me think a little bit. So I wanted to do a little bit different of an episode today. And what I want to do is I want to start over by Alowick. Well, it's basically north of Alowick, where we have our pathways and stuff. And I wanted to do kind of a little talky episode, look back on the world, see where we kind of came from, talk about what it means to me to have 100 episodes with you guys, and then also kind of talk about this little comment here, because I think it's an excellent comment that definitely needs to be answered in a little bit more detail than what I could answer in the comment reply. So let's fly on up over here. As you can see, we've got these pathways laid out. It's looking absolutely fantastic so far. But yeah, so let's go ahead and check out this comment from Weeb Hunter. Now, I do have comments from every single episode, and that was the other thing. I wanted to head over to Alowick too, because Alowick and Raisley, because we do want to pick up all of our comments shulker boxes so that we can actually locate them in the world spawn. So basically, every episode I actually record comments of the day, and that could be a question, that could be some statement, or maybe even just something that you want to see built, or it could be just something that you really like about the series, or anything like that. Basically, I just pick my favorite comment from the description, or from the comments below, and I really have enjoyed reading all the comments, and really enjoyed kind of picking those comments out, because there are a lot of them, and you have your amazing people like Sunfire, who always seems to comment on the videos, Cloudos, who comments a lot. I think we need to change the color of this. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. So now we have all of the comments in these these 4 shulker boxes here, which is awesome. The Callus. Oh, I love that house from that Callus and I worked on. Let's fly on over here, and yeah, I'll be able to get some more rockets. That's not an issue. But this comment from Weeb Hunter really kind of got me thinking a little bit differently. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about it, because it's something that I try to talk a little bit about in another series, in the BrownieLand Styles series, but I haven't really talked about in BrownieLand. So I kind of wanted to go ahead and talk about it. So first off, let's go ahead and read this comment. Okay, and it was on episode 98. And Weeb Hunter says, I was also wondering, what is your favorite style of building? Or wondering what your favorite style of building is. Modern, suburban, etc. Now that's one thing that can be a little difficult to kind of explain, because what I really enjoy in the game of Minecraft is to kind of just come and build. I don't really have a very specific like build style that I'm in love with. Medieval would probably be the easiest one to kind of pick, per se, but I don't really have a specific favorite. And that medieval would be more fantasy medieval, because I don't really stick to the specific requirements of any specific building style. So that's also kind of where it gets difficult for me to choose what my favorite building style is, because there's no real requirements that I pay any attention to, because I kind of just build my own way. So let's go ahead. I can only sleep at night. Come on. You can do it. But I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about where I kind of get my inspiration. So one thing that I've always really enjoyed is those city builder games. It's dark enough. There we go. One thing I've always really enjoyed is those city builder games. City Skylines is a big one. And Sim City back in the day, Sim City 4 was probably one of my favorite games of really all time. And that is kind of where I get a lot of what I enjoy building from. Because I could sit down and just build cities in those games for hours. And I have. And a lot of times, to kind of relieve stress and that type of stuff, I'll still open up those games and just play. Not very good at them, but I enjoy them so very much. And so I think that's where I get a lot of my inspiration from, is building cities. Like I love the aspect of laying out this town and coming up with a story as to who the people are in that town and why they live where they live. So I guess as far as like a style goes, I guess you could say that my favorite style would be like city styles. So like not necessarily one specific style of house or anything like that, but more along the lines of I really, really enjoy building cities. So whatever like city build style that I choose, I just enjoy, because I enjoy finding out like where all the houses are going to be, where the roads are going to be. It's just something that I find really, really fun, and is yeah. So that's a long answer. Now, there are a lot of different things that I have kind of come to love in the game of Minecraft, and that's just something that is ever going to change. Like I'm going to always find something new that I really start to enjoy, and then there's going to be something else that takes its place. That's how we grow and everything like that. And then that's also how we excuse me, cow. That's how we become better in what we do. Is basically finding new stuff and enjoying new stuff. So, yeah, like I said, there's not really a specific style that I would say that I particularly love. I mean, the medieval style is basically how I build a lot of my stuff. And I think that's kind of a cop-out in a way. Just because the game of Minecraft, I did not mean to put that there. Oops, that's not something that I meant to do either. Let's do this. Perfect. The game of Minecraft kind of lends itself to a medieval building style. So I feel like that's kind of a cop-out, but at the same time, like, if it's the way I feel, then it's the way I feel. So, like, it's just given stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of what I've enjoyed. One thing that I've really enjoyed, because Season 1 has been an absolute blast for me, and something that I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this can agree with. It's just something that's been a very enjoyable experience for a lot of us, and something that has been not necessarily difficult, but an interesting thing to kind of put your finger on. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually right here is going to just kind of circle around this and then kind of come at it like a so. Because this path basically meets up with that path is how I'm doing it. So there we go. Okay. All right. So yeah, basically there's been a lot of different build styles in this, and what we've done with season 1, that I think is actually absolutely different than a lot of different series on YouTube, is we've actually taken the vanilla structures as our baseline for our inspiration for the different cities. So Raisley, the baseline is the Guardian Temple. The Guardian Temple, and then the Jungle Temple as well, because we also put that in for the one of the religions out there. Alowick is the Woodland Mansion, because we spawned in just outside of the Woodland Mansion. Like, the Woodland Mansion is actually in the original spawn chunks. So, like, that's pretty wild. And then BrownieBits is a vanilla village, as well as the Nether Fortress, which is why we're using Nether Brick and the like within that build. I'm going to come over here. So basically, there's been, just kind of a lot that has been come up with in this series, and I've had a lot of fun trying to come up with different build styles that kind of lends itself to the different structures that we're using. So, like, for example, like, obviously the Woodland Mansion has its own very unique and very specific style with it. So there's not much. It's basically how it is. Basically that's how I've done it, and we're gonna actually kind of make this kind of curl off this way, basically. So that's its own little style, but taking some inspiration from Rome for Raisley, our holy city, kind of mixing the idea of Raisley and of Jerusalem, or of Rome and Jerusalem. I really like that. I think it's a fun little thing that we've done with that. So it's been fun trying to take those vanilla structures and come up with a plan as to, okay, so what is the overall theme of this city? How are we going to find a way to make this city look fantastic while also keeping the style of, like, the Ocean Monument and that type of stuff. So I think it's been an absolute blast trying to figure that all out, and I've really, really enjoyed it. So as far as BrownieLand goes, like, that's the overall theme, like, trying to come up with a different way to take the vanilla structures from Minecraft and make, beautiful builds out of them, and really use the vanilla structures as our beginning, our template per se. I'm gonna cut that out, and then we can do this. Hi, Cow. How are you? So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of interesting work that we've done, both together and off camera, and just trying to figure out exactly what makes BrownieLand different. And I think we have done a very, very good job in basically creating a standard for BrownieLand that is its own. It's not something that anybody else can claim, oh, yeah, you took the idea from this. Now, there are different things that we've taken ideas from different content creators. But we've always tried to make sure that, we gave credit where credit is due. So that's one thing that I do enjoy. So, like, Chevalier is definitely Wells Knight's area. But that's also why we named it Chevalier. It's named Chevalier because Wells Knight. We call it the Knight's Well. Like, I mean, that's why, we've done certain things in the world. Trying to kind of come up with different ideas, and then, like, having the different names that you guys have come up with, like BrownieBits. BrownieBits was come up with by Sunfire SG, and I thought it was such a good idea for the name of the city, that I just had to put it in. It's such a cool idea to have, a German, inspired name that's based off of my YouTube channel name. BrownieBits. BrownieBits. it's so cool. Thank you so much. Also, I wanted to thank everybody for all of the support. We have been doing this for a little over a year and a half. It doesn't seem like it's been that long, but when we go back and look at the different stuff that we've done in the world, I just love it. It's just something that I have really, really enjoyed. So I wanted to thank you guys so much for all of the support in this short amount of time that we've done it. I mean, a year and a half is a long amount of time when it comes to, building in Minecraft. Like that's a long time to have just one single world. And I have no doubts in my mind that this is going to go on longer. I know that if I can... You laid an egg over here there, chicken. If I can continue on this path that I have planned out, then we're going to see episode 200 very, very soon. So I'm really excited for that. And I'm really excited to kind of see where this whole thing takes us. So, yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about where this world kind of gets its build style from. And that's one thing that I'm kind of trying to figure out. What is my build style? I don't necessarily have one. And this is actually, I'm recording this after the World Tour. So the World Tour has already happened. But I just had to bring this comment into our episode 100. I had to. It was such a good addition that there was no reason not to. So I wanted to thank you for leaving that comment and just remind everybody that we do have comments of the day, even though I haven't been doing them very much recently. Thank you, Weeb Hunter, for that. Also, he said that he had come from Fwip's World Tour, where episode 75, where he did the World Tour with us, because basically I took the idea of having another content creator in the World Tour from Fwip, and I wanted to give him credit for that idea, which it was very nice of him to join us, and it was a lot of fun to have him on the world and kind of give me some pointers and tips and everything like that. It was really cool to have him join, and it was very kind of him to actually record the tour and put it up on his channel as well, because that's one thing I don't expect from anybody. I don't expect anybody to record on the videos that I put up, whether it be BrownieLand Styles or the World Tour or anything like that. I definitely don't expect anything from those creators, but the fact that they, we've done that, or they've done that, has been just very, very kind. So, yeah, I wanted to thank you for the comment there, Weep Hunter. That was a fun one. It was something that I was like, man, what is my favorite style? I took a little bit of time to kind of think it over, because it's like, that's one thing that I don't think I've really sat down and truly thought about, because it's like, oh yeah, the typical, the Norwegian style, the pitched roofs or anything like that. That's another thing I really enjoy, is building roofs. It's kind of a boring thing to really enjoy, but hey, it's a lot of fun for me. So that is the way it is. So yeah, that's how we that's basically where we're at, and I'm kind of running low on time. I know this has been kind of a talky episode, but it's been fun to kind of look back and kind of think about why this world is built the way it is. And that's all stemmed from that comment. So leave your comments down below, and I am going to try to start doing those comments of the day as well, because I think it's a fun little thing, and it's a fun way to get yourself involved in the world, because I'm taking these all back to our BrownieLand Historical Society, and we're going to basically have this live on in the world forever. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really does mean a lot to have the support from you guys, from amazing viewers, amazing content creators that have given me advice over the the year and a half that this this has been going on. It's just been the support has been unbelievable, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and I feel loved. I feel loved, and I am so thankful for everything. So, again, thank you guys. You guys have been the reason. All of you have been the reason. By the way, also I have a crown texture from Germsy Boy now. This is the golden helmet. So, the crown. The crownie. So thank you guys again. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you really enjoyed it and want to see more content in the realm or in the world of BrownieLand, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be doing this a lot, and hopefully we can get to I would like to get to episode 200 come the 2-year anniversary of this, but I don't know if that's necessarily possible. We'll see. We'll see how much work we can get done in this short amount of time. But thank you guys again. Let me know what you guys think of the world. Let me know what your favorite build is. Anything like that. What we have done over this 100 episodes in this world. So thank you guys again. It means an absolute lot to me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.